Good morning. 9:32. Yes. Today's live streaming, well, it's not about argument. It's not about whether your opinion or my opinion stands. I just want to reason out why Bama should be sent back to his country. Very simple, very straightforward answer. Because he is an American trash. Does not belong to the Philippines. He has served his time, 3 years. Fair enough for what he has done. And why should he still stays in the jail in the Philippines? Why? What reason? Well, as they all know, slow process. Yeah, that's part of the reason. And on top of that, why does the government of the Philippines needs to foot his bill? Every day he's there in the Philippine cell. He's spending money from the Philippines government. You know, occupying a space, a bed to sleep, a place to shit, a place to take a shower. What about clothing? What about all those hygienes? Like he needs to take care of toothbrush, toothpaste. Well, it all costs money. It's not free. And we all know that Philippines is not a rich country. That's why you see all over the provinces, there's lots of slums. Yeah, slums area, not very well developed. Compared to even my country, I should say it's a minimum of 30 years difference. Infrastructure, not very good. Shipping, ferries that run about to all the islands. I guess they are all not new. Been there for quite a long time. So why does the Philippine government have to put him in the cell there longer than what he has already done for his time? If he cannot pay the fine imposed upon him, 250,000 that he's supposed to pay Franco, that's another issue. That's another issue. What he's there is because he overstayed. That's the main reason why Bama is in the jail. Because he did not pay the fines. And when he does not pay the fine for overstaying, he'll be sent to jail. Either you pay the fine or you go to jail. Sometimes both pay the fine and still go to jail. Whichever, we are not very clear about it. As for the awards to Franco, well, that's a totally different case. If he doesn't pay, Franco can issue a letter of demand and try to get his payment. If not, he can take Bama to court, declare him a bankrupt, but I doubt that Frank will do that, knowing that he got no money to pay. Right, Frank? You should know very well, you got a lawyer with you. Why don't you ask him? I'm just telling you what I know. And definitely, you are the cause of it. You are the one that put him into trouble. You are the one that get him into the jail. Other people will think otherwise. That's their opinion. As you said, opinions. I have mine too. You don't have to agree. With me, I don't care. Because he's a nobody to me. Just someone that is in YouTube world causing a lot of troubles and get him himself into jail. That's what happened. And that is exactly what he has done. Served the time, sent back to the country. Where is he from? Good old USA. Right? And as for Popeye that wants to put him longer there, Popeye, get it right. Your president, MAGA, that you fully supported, I do support him. I also do agree with him a lot of things. Cleaning up your country, USA. All the trash, all the garbages that went there. You should know what I'm talking about. People from Venezuela, people from El Salvador, people from Somalia. You know that one in particular. That woman in particular, that caused a lot of trouble, lots of problems. And from Africa to all over the world. If they are trash, like you admire your president, Donald J. Trump, well, is he not doing a good job getting all the trash from all over the world back to their country? So let me remind you, isn't Barry a piece of trash too? So, isn't he supposed to go back to his country where he came from? No arguments. I don't want to argue. Like I told you, my only reason why I said no, because he has done his time, he has served his time, and he is supposed to be shipped out from the Philippines. Why do you want that piece of trash to be in the Philippines? Or could I turn it around, the other way around? Make it fun for you. Why don't we change both the country presidents? The one that is in Philippines go and runs America. And the one now in America come over to the Philippines and runs the Philippines. Same. The situation will be same when or if Donald Trump runs Philippines. He will remove all the trash or garbages that is over there, isn't it? So, what say you? No arguments, reasoning only. Because we all know that Bama belongs to America. Because he is an American. He went over to the Philippines, caused havoc, caused a lot of problems, and thinks that, Philippines is not America, I can do whatever I want. Well, Philippines have their own laws, like America have their own laws, right? So the only thing that is very reasonable is that Barry needs to go back to America after he has served his time. Or maybe you should also know that your president in America also makes some arrangement for fellow Americans that is held in other countries to be returned back to their country. But this one in particular, Bama, I doubt that your president wants him, knowing that he's a piece of trash. And why do you want Philippines to keep him there. What's the reason? Is he a nice piece of trash? Well, like I said, very simple. Bama did his time. He deserved it. As he called all other people names. Go threatening about other Filipinos in Philippines. And make other people's life a misery. And when he's caught overstaying, and he does not pay for overstaying, because we know you have to pay a certain amount of money per year to get a visa and to stay in the Philippines. Well, now that Bama is in the cell, not paying anything, getting free lodgings, getting free shower, getting free place to sleep, and on top of that, using all the labors. Yeah, you need guards, you need police, you need cooks and so on to take care of where he's staying. And it all involves money, not free. And why would you want to put someone that belongs to America in the Philippines? Your Americans, yeah, they pay a lot of money. They pay a lot of money. Even now, paying a lot of money to El Salvador to have all those, like you said, undesirable, not wanted in the jail. And definitely, El Salvador will make an agreement. Yeah, you use my cell, my jail, you use my worker, yes, my people, and they need to eat and they need to be taken care of, right? So it all involves money. So agreement is that you pay me a certain sum of money, I'll take care of those people that you do not want to be in your country because they are not Americans. You should know that very well. Like you know a lot of all your Americans. What? Ongoings? But is it not fair or is it very fair to you that the Philippine government got to pay housing Barry in the Philippines? What say you? No fight. Reasoning. Flat out reasoning. Like I said, he has served his time. And if he cannot afford to pay the $250,000 to Frank, it's another issue. Frank can go after him. Frank can go after him. Right? We all know that. And who is the culprit that caused the problem that Barry went into that place? We know that Frank did it, but he is not going to admit it because he's very pissed with what Barry called him. So pissed to the extent that he gets certain types of people knowing that those people will get hold of him for the reason, one reason, and that is overstaying. And that we all know. Because Barry is on the run in the Philippines for the last 10 years. So now he has served his time, 3 years. Fair enough. When his time is up for deportation, why not send him back? Why do you want him to stay any longer? Whether it's good character or a bad character, only one thing spells in his passport: USA citizens. That's where he's bound to go. That's all. Very simple. And as for Frank, which happens to be another one that is now in the Philippines, causing havoc, bad-mouthing all other Americans. And he tried to cover it up with Jim, Jay, Slim. Yeah, Estonian guy. So now he's very stressed. He's turning everything around and say he's not doing. And he's not the real undesirable. Like he says, get the real undesirable out. Well, he's 100, or should I put it, 1000% undesirable. But he's 1000% the real undesirable too. So his game is, wow, why don't I push it all to other people? Yeah. Saying that it's their problem, it's not his problem. And he's not the one that is in trouble. The others are the one that's creating the trouble. Franco, or Frank Bataglia, you know very well, like I said, that few pieces of paper from Shah is legit. And you know, it's getting into you. Definitely it's getting into you. And it's eating you up. Why not? You mean it's not eating you up? You're not worried? You're not stressed about it? Or maybe now you're in panic mode. Panic mode. Knowing that your time is up too. Either you end up with Barry, hopefully so, before Barry gets deported. So you get a taste of your own medicine for what you have done to him. We know you're broke. You talk a lot about it. You have mentioned many times about it. And we know about the white envelopes, which is true, that you keep on denying. It's not. Like the few pieces of paper that you say is not legit. And you say, Shah got no case against you. It's not true, whatever she says out there. Frank, if it's not true, why did you upload all of Shah's video in shorts, with your voice over, with your comments, and finally you remove every one of it? You remove every one of it. Why? Because you know it's true. You try countering it. You try denying it. And why did you make an offer or a deal with Shah? You know you're not going to win. You know you got to face it. And when you're sent there, God knows how long you will stay there. Maybe 3 years, 5 years, like what Barry is serving. It's not about a case anymore once you're in there. It's not going to be the case anymore. It's going to be overstaying. Because you have to pay to the government of the Philippines for staying in the Philippines. Visa-free, not free. Not F-R-E-E, free. So, you're afraid it will happen to you, and eventually the Bureau will get hold of you. So you're very scared. You're very frightened. So you say others are the real undesirable. Well, the other one is in the hands of the law. You've been following it up closely. You know he has already apologized publicly. He said he's sorry. Yeah, the word sorry is too late for that guy. And you're not going to get away with it too, Franco, for what you have said about Shah. Oh, by the way, Franco, it's not only from Shah. You have a lot of complaints. More than one. Complaints with S. So, you think others are undesirable? So, you are the one that is not causing any trouble? Are you sure, Franco? Are you very sure what you have done? What you have done is not criminal? Or don't put it as criminal. May as well call it illegal. Criminal is more severe. Just make it illegal. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Because what is important? What is important is that you overstayed, number one. Number two, a lot of the Filipinos and also a lot of foreigners over there does not like what you have done or said about them. So, you will face the same problem. You will eventually end up with Barry. You got no money. You say you're broke. You cannot eat good. You're not buying imported stuff. And you're not taking correct medications. Like smart way of saving is to cut your tablets into two or half so that it will take a longer time to finish. But friend, be very frank. The dosage that you require prescribed by the doctor is exactly the correct dosage that you need. Not cutting it into two, doing it, and still thinks, oh, it will still keep me alive and keep my high blood down, keep my kidney in, or what is that? Running orders. Huh? Keep your livers alive. Right? And take more limes and turmeric to solve your diabetics. Wow. One thing we all know, rice is life. In the Philippines, rice is life. What is it? R-I-C-E, rice. White rice. Where you eat to keep yourself alive. Right, Franco? So, I know you give comments when I say you're boring. And you say, you still watch? No. I went to the replay channel which you hate the most. Frank Batagalia replay. Because there I got to have space to comment and say what I want to say about you. That's why you want that channel to be removed too. Why? What's the purpose of removing that channel? There'll be another one that will come out again. You know they can create new channels. You remove this one, I make another one. Exactly like your wife that is in Butuan. The first one got shut down, then she got another one. Now it's her second channel, like she tells everyone. And she says to everyone, I'm not doing live stream in this channel. I'm busy with my new channel, the third channel. I have a lot of subscribers. I got a lot of visitors. And I got a lot of uploads. Yeah, that is how your wife lies to everyone. We know there's no third channel. Could be that, yeah. She make a channel up, a third one, just in case the second one got removed too. No, we are not going to remove the second channel because it's fun. Keep it there. So she can say whatever she wants about all the Filipinos. Especially when she says that, Filipinos, be careful who you chose, your husband from the Philippines. Yeah, Filipino man she's referring to. And he said that, after you have done with that man, or the man have done with you, then you got to look for another man. Then you look for a Westerner, Easterner, or whatever, like she described, as she knows everything. You know why? Because she dare not to use the word mistress. Like I call her a mistress. She only said fiancé. But of late, the fiancé has turned into a boyfriend. Isn't it? You see, changing names are just like changing clothing to her. Yeah, changing names are just like changing clothing to her. It doesn't matter. Today I wear white, tomorrow I wear black, next day I wear red, day after tomorrow I wear green. That's how she changed her name. And that's how she changed her partners. So now she's telling everyone, don't marry any Filipino man. Go and marry a Western man. But let me tell you about something about her, which she never or did not or never want to tell everyone out in this YouTube world. You see, about 15 to 16 years ago, this Ichifight mistress, Poodle the Noodles, went up the mountain because she knows up the mountain there's one man up there, or a little boy, a young boy. So she get acquaintance to him, and they went up the mountain looking for food or fruits to eat. And somehow they end up together. Yeah, rubbing each other bodies. And finally, the one came out from between the legs. The parents did not approve of them getting married. You know, when you're up in a mountain, you build a hut. Yes, a little hut. And with that little hut, the boy stays there. The poor boy stays there. So when she got pregnant, came down, the parents did not approve of them getting together. And finally, she delivered that little one. And what happened to her mother's name? Where's the father's name? Not there. She dare not to talk about it. She never says anything about it. Because why? Shameful. So now she's telling everyone, don't marry a Filipino man. Got it? Got it? I told you. She responds to what I said out there. And that is what exactly she did yesterday. And you can go back to the community page. You'll find my comments exactly stated. Do I need to lie? Excuse me. Do I need to lie? Do I need to change the story? I never did. What came out is true. What came out is true. And as for Frank, there are a difference between a caregiver and a girlfriend. You see, caregiver are paid a salary to take care of you, Franco. Caregiver, is to take care of you, and you got to pay the caregiver a salary, not free. That's what you state in your income tax documents. As you say, the house also, you state your name is all over it. Right, Franco? But then, on the other hand, you cannot mention that Gildo is girlfriend to you. Why? She's a married woman. She is a married woman. That's what you tell everyone over the YouTube. That she is your girlfriend. You also call her princess during what? Her birthday. 2 days after what? After the New Year. Second day of New Year. Hello, morning, Poji. You're in Vietnam, I know. Living the good life, eating the food there. Yes, Vietnam has some good food. Yeah, Vietnam has some good food. Because Vietnam's culture so revolves around China. So Franco, did you get it right or did you get it wrong? If your case was heard in the court, Guido is of no use to you. You know why? You contradicts what you says and what you wrote in that documents. Saying one thing, writing the others. And you know it's not going to be any good for you as a witness. You got to find out whether she's actually your girlfriend or actually your caregiver. And when you have both that spells different way, she's not a reliable witness. You should know that. And now you're very afraid. Franco, you're very afraid you will end up where Barry is. We all wish Barry the best to get out from the hell place that he's in, back to his country. Because why should the Philippine government foot his bill for staying there? Like America, that is getting rid of all the undesirable that went there, is it wrong for the government of the Philippines to get rid of all this undesirable that is also in the Philippines? Franco, your time is up. Don't have to apologize like the Estonian, I'm sorry, he says. You want to know? I can post it up in the community page. Right, Franco? So are you going to do the same thing and tell the Philippines public, I'm sorry? Wow, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Very interesting, isn't it? You get away 10 long years for what you have done. And now you're calling others real undesirable. Forgetting that you are one too, Franco. I never follow you for 10 years. Just about 2 years, 2 year plus. But from what I listen and from all the comments that are all over the places, whatever they say is true. Whatever they say is true. I agree with them. I agree that you are undesirable. Nobody talks about children. No adults fumble with children. What about you? Why do they call you? Why did you sing the mushroom songs? Why do you have so much of hate for your fellow Americans? Why? You don't like them? Because they got more money than you? Huh? Because some of them got bigger wallets? Right? Some of them are richer than you, having a good life. But I remember one thing you said. All of them are running away from something or someone. Right, Franco? You say that Brevis is running away. You say that Jim is running away. Huh? Is that what it is all about? Running away from your own country? What about you, Franco? Huh? What about the case in Hawaii? What if they find out about you in Hawaii? So, in your own country, you're already undesirable, Franco. So you come over to Asia and pollute your ideologies, your bad manner. Why should the Philippines want you? Why? Like you don't want Barry and you want to put him in jail. Are you not the same, Barry? Are you not the same? Exactly, isn't it? Exactly, isn't it? So, if you are a piece of garbage or trash that comes from your country, like America that is cleaning up all the trash and sending back all of them to their country, the Philippine government also have the right to send this piece of trash, Franco, you, back to your country, like Bama too. Don't you agree? A lot of people are not going to agree with me. I know what they think. I know what they think, and I know how they think. But you got to get it correct. It's facts, like you said, Franco. Facts. So, Jay, hello, Jay Mike. Lilibet, hi. I'm just giving facts. So you're undesirable, like you call others real undesirable. And if you have something that is not worth staying in the Philippines, what the hell are you doing in the Philippines? I told everyone last year. I did tell everyone last year. Because you all do not know what is happening actually in Asia or ASEAN. I told you they are getting rid of all these undesirable. Like Franco said, he's not one of them. Well, you see, there's a lot of Americans staying in Malaysia too. I can tell you that. But there's a lot also got booted out from Malaysia too, that you did not listen or did not know about it. Why? You come here, you stay peacefully, you join the local people here, you have fun, and you do what you want to do, as long as it's within the law. But if you cannot accept it, don't come. Like we don't like people that come over here looking for women for pleasure. That's the number one issue we have over here. If you come for that, get lost. If you come here and think that our beers and cigarettes are cheap, get lost. We don't need you. We like people to come here with families, enjoy a good healthy life. Not like you, Franco. What have you got to offer? Calling someone else's wife your girlfriend? Oh my goodness. For once they commit violations of law here, they will face the consequences. I know, Lilibet, follow the Philippines law when you are in the Philippines. Correct? Simple. If you don't follow, get back to where you come from. Simple. I do agree with a lot of them. They come here and stay happily, peacefully. Because why? It's cheaper. It's cheaper. And they got a better life. But to those that are called sims, mongers, why do we want them? Getting all those women pregnant and then running away from their obligations? The only thing is that Frank's little one cannot function. There's a safety net away. Frank's little one cannot function. So he's not going to have offsprings. Like I know of a lot of Filipinos, one mother, children from 2 to 3 fathers. Yeah, not the same father, but one mother. Why are they polluting these ideas in the Philippines? Crazy, isn't it? And most of the kids grow up not knowing or never seen their father before. That's the problem. Some Filipinos people tolerate the bullshit of this Westerner. I understand because they want the money. Lilywet, they want the money. And these people all come over there. They entice them with money, like Franco said, enticement. So they're all useless. You want to go to the Philippines, you got a nice woman, get married to the Filipinos, settle there. Solve the problem, solve the trouble. But no, they went over there, they have fun, and then they make babies, and they don't take care of it, and they run away from it. You mean I do not know, Franco? Why don't you talk about that subject? Why don't you talk about that subject in particular? Getting the woman pregnant, run away, escape to their country, never come back. No responsibility for them. That's why you got all this problem that is in the Philippines. And there's one thing very sure that Malaysians don't allow. Because you'll be in trouble. We make sure that you get into trouble with it. That is most distasteful, distastable. Yeah, I'm telling facts. I know what happened. I've talked about it. So many of it. So many subjects. From men, from Filipino woman. And yesterday, one crazy one, Princess Marianne, telling all the Filipinos, don't marry Filipino man. You see, she's very crazy. Because she has never been married before. They just want to taste the meow, 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 not to get married. I know. That's why I said sims and men and mongers. And when they know that, oh, the woman is pregnant, they run away. Because abandon of responsibilities. And these people are undesirable. Because if they can do to one, they'll come again. They are not going to tell you when. And they'll look up for another one and do the same. And they will do the same. And that's where all the problems arises. That's why I say, Bama got to go back to where he came from. Whether you agree, you don't agree, whether you agree for him to stay in the jail longer, which I do not agree. Because why? Turn it around and say, Your country is not taking responsibility of your American citizen, right? I'm married to an American. He respect me with dignity. It's okay. Not a problem. Yeah. Married across the border is not a problem. I never say you cannot get married. I only refer to all those that is giving problems and those that are all undesirable. And half of them even married, they create problems for the Filipinos. Yeah, a number of them. Like the Estonian guy, they say he's married with a child. The question is that, why is he bad-mouthing Philippines when he's staying in that country? He should go back to Estonia, where he belongs. Whether he's married or not, when you come and stay in the Philippines with all other Filipinos, why don't you just respect the country? We Asians people, most of us, when we go to the other country, we respect their law, we obey their law. But when they come over to the Philippines, they come over to Thailand, they come over to Vietnam, they come over to Malaysia, they want to think they're kings. No, you're not kings. You can get lost. That's why you'll find that Malaysian will never promote Malaysia country to anyone. You know why? There's a lot of undesirable one out there. I experienced one Filipino woman, how she treated her boyfriend. She treated slut in front of us. You mean the American guy or the Western guy treats the Filipino as a slut? Yeah, because they think they got money. That's why I always say, Filipinos got to learn, got to wake up. It's time. Because you don't get rid of them, you'll have endless problem. Never stop. Thailand has also stopped it. Thailand has also clamped down a lot on all these crazy things. During the 70s, 1970 and so on, Thailand is not the same as today. Thailand is more fun during the earlier days. Thailand is not as fun now. Because why? They know exactly all those foreigners that comes over to Thailand, they are just there for fun. And they think they can get women cheaply and can fool around with them. Thai women grows up fast and they learn that these are people that only want to have fun, have no responsibilities, and they make them a scapegoat and says, well, you come here and have fun. I can have fun with you, but I'm going to clean your pockets out. And a lot of them get clean out, and they know. And they know now it's not easy, so they are very cautious. There's a Filipino vlogger showing her titties and meow meow just to get money for groceries. A lot, not only one. Lilibet, a lot. I talk about it a lot. I tell a lot of stories about those doing live streaming, having more than one boyfriend, and denying that they have only one outright. They deny only have one. But I know about it. And I also know about Filipinos and Filipino friends that go chasing after the other woman boyfriend, two women fighting over one boyfriend. I know about it. And it still exists also until today. I know about it. Like someone that went to visit the Philippines, hide the boyfriend from everyone. Every one of the YouTubers out there. And that one in particular is called MK Love, Love, Love. I call her out. I call his boyfriend out too. Shooting star. I say he's stupid. Because he doesn't stop. And he doesn't realize he's a fool. Sometimes I go to the extreme end of explaining things. But they don't accept what I say. They hate me for calling them out. They hate me. But I go ahead. I always tell them, get it correct, get it straight. No point. No point going sideways where you know there's no end to it. But when I'm too honest and too brutal, as some of them call it and find it out, they don't like what I say. They think I'm making up stories. They think I do not know what is going on. Here's another thing. Some Filipinos love to filter on their phone. Western men feels in love when they meet in person. The guys runs away. Yeah, exactly true. Like one in particular, Princess Marianne. She always said that others Filipinos are using filters. But she says she never used filters. Oh, you can go to my community page. You can find her face fully filterized until it looks like a China doll. Until it looks like a China doll. And she says, no, she did not do it. Others are doing it. Crazy. Yeah, I talk about that story. I talk about her meeting up with one of the clients or one of the so-called boyfriend. The boyfriend sent her home 2 days bus ride. No train, no plane tickets. 2 days bus ride. I think her ass burst after the bus ride. And now she says that she went to Manila. Go meet the relatives. Initially, we know that she went to meet the boyfriend, the so-called boyfriend. But she did not say anything about it. After I talked about it for 1 month, she turned around and said, no, I have relatives staying in CDO Manila. That is the first one, the first lie. And then later 2 weeks, the fellow said, I took my son together to go visit my relatives in Manila. Oh my God. You see how they lie about it. Pulling the children into the picture too. I tell you, they have no ways of lying. And they keep on lying to everyone out there. They keep on lying to everyone out there. And when I caught them, they denied. They denied. They don't want to admit. They think it's okay. It's right. They think it's okay. But we all know. We all know. There's a lot of lies in them. Very true. Lots of it. Hello, let me is here. Hello, let me is working in Singapore. Working in Singapore. She's a Filipino. Nice girl. Yep. Nice girl. So am I lying to everyone out there? I don't lie. I'm very straight, and the answers that come out from me, lots of people wouldn't want it. Lots of people don't accept it. And I know a lot of them are still doing around it. Some of them find that I'm very, very honest in whatever I want to say. They run away. They run away. They stay away. They know what I know. I can tell you, I don't go calling out people for no reason. I call them out because I know what is happening. I call them out because they are cheating. I call them out because they are scamming. And when I do that, don't like me. Why am I bothered whether you like me or not? Do I need a reason for you to like me? I don't think so. Learn from what is happening out there. And I can tell you, a lot of it is true. Like I said, Philippines is already a poor country to many other countries. And when you have Western people that come with money, throwing around that they think they are a millionaire and getting involved with Filipinos and doing all the illegal activities. They blame it on others, but they don't blame it on themselves. Always is the other one that's doing it, but not them. The one that is telling, oh, that guy is doing this, that guy is doing that. He never asks himself whether he is also doing it or not. And most of the time you find that it's also true, that he is also involved and he's also doing it. Just that he always like to say it's someone else. It's not him. It's not about him. Well, if you are rubbish from America, go back to America. If you are rubbish from Estonia, go back to Estonia. If you are rubbish from Australia, go back to Australia. No one needs you here in Asia. Why do you want to be a piece of rubbish in other people's country? Why? Because you're already a piece of rubbish in your own country? So why do you come? Answer the question. Simple. And there's a lot of Americans that have American wives. They stay happily together. Right? And if Americans can find American wife and have no problems, why are these men all running to other country and looking for others, people to be their wives? I'm also very curious. I did not say that you cannot marry any other country woman as long as you are honest, faithful. Yeah, it does happen in modern day's world. Over in ancient times too, not now. Over in ancient times too, not now. We know about it. We only just don't want those Sims to be around, those mongers to be around and think they are kings for the day. If you feel that way, don't come. You're not required to come here. You're not wanted to come here. Garbage belongs to the garbage bins. You know who you are. I don't have to mention any names. You know who you are. Well, that's all for now. Hopefully, Barry gets to go back to his country. No point wasting the Filipino government money. His time is already served and done. Just go back to your country and be a piece of garbage in your own country. Don't ask other country to take your rubbish. Not fair. Right? And if you are talking about fairness, you should ask your president in America, why is he discarding all those rubbish away from his country? Simple question. Give me simple answers. Have a good day. Have a good life. No arguments. It's just my opinion. Agree, don't agree, your choice, your thinking, not mine. I don't fight. Not worth the time. Just some explanations so you can understand what other countries feels too. What other country feels too. That's all. Have a good day. Have a good life. Bye bye. Take care, everyone.